Thank you so much for joining me today. My name is Heather, and today's class is a feel-good, full-body vinyasa flow. Let's begin by taking our hips on our heels, sitting a little bit more towards the back end of your mat, and place both palms on the ground in front of you. Inhale, send the chest forward, and exhale, draw the chin in, back of the neck long, kind of pressing away from the ground. Inhale, bring the chest forward again. And exhale, round. If you need to come to fingertips for a little bit more space, you can try that as well. Inhale, chest forward, and exhale, round. Do a couple more of these in your own time. And last one, wherever you're at. Come to sit up nice and tall. Sweep both hands behind your back. Interlace your fingers and just fold the torso forward. Sending your hands up above you. Slowly inhale to rise back up. Release the hands, give them a little shake if you need to, and then walk both palms forward, lifting up the hips. Take the knees about hips distance, shoulders over the wrists, and inhale, drop the belly. Let's do a few barrel rolls. So exhaling to draw the chin in and round the back. Inhaling at the bottom, dropping the belly. Just rolling the torso in little circles. Whatever movements you need to warm up into your practice today. And maybe switch. Inhaling again on the drop. Exhaling to round the back. One more. And come to a neutral. Make sure that this right palm stays firmly planted into the ground. Lift up the right knee. Point the toes. Now see if you can shift your weight into the right hand. Lift up the left and reach back to grab a hold of your ankle. Grab a hold of it and then just kick the foot up, up, up into that hand. Look forward at the ground in front of you and gently release. Let's take it to the other side. Keep the left palm firmly planted into the ground. Lift up the left knee first, point the toes. Shift your weight into that left hand. Come to right fingertips and then lift up that hand to reach back, grab a hold of the ankle. Take your time with it and kick back up into that hand. For 3, 2, 1. Nice job. Gently release. Come to bring the right foot forward in between the hands. Inhale, rise both arms up for low lunge. Squeeze those inner thighs together, lengthen down through the tailbone, and exhale, fold both hands back down. Straighten through the front leg, flex the front foot. Square the hips. Keep the left hand planted into the ground. Inhale, lift the right palm up high to the sky. And exhale, float it back down. Place a bend in the front knee. And then shift your ankle to the right side of your mat or the back. And inhale to rise up to almost a low warrior two here. Placing palms in line with the shoulders, face down. Nice generous bend in the front knee. Straighten through the front leg. Turn those toes out towards the left side of your mat. And then right palm comes to your thigh. Inhale, left hand up overhead. Exhale, float that left hand down. Plant that palm into the ground. Take the right, down and around. Open up through the chest. And then slowly bring it back down. Walk the hands all the way to the front of your mat, shifting both feet back to face the front of the mat in that low lunge where we started. Curl the back toes under, lift up the back knee, and straighten through the front leg. Now, if you'd like to, lift up the toes. See if you can flex the front foot. If not, just keep it on the ground, no worries. Keep the hips nice and square, and then drop those toes down. Give it a little rock in your runner's lunge, and then just step the front foot to the outside of your right foot. So you have a little crisscross going here with both feet. Walk the fingertips to the right of you. And then slowly walk them to the left. And then back to center. Inhale, slowly roll up, one vertebrae at a time, up to standing. Great. Take both hands out in front of you. Bring the right hand or right arm underneath the left. Back of the hands, touch each other. And then lift up the arms a little bit. Breathe here. And then fold the torso halfway down so that your spine is parallel to the ceiling. Keep these arms though. Take your left leg, left foot, lift it up into a warrior three off of the ground. So now your whole left leg and spine is parallel to the ceiling. You got it. We won't stay here forever. Slowly place a bend in the front knee. Shift that back leg to come onto the ball mount of the back foot in a high lunge. Keep the arms where they are though. Lift them up, slight back bend. Inhale, and then exhale, release the arms to either side of you. Open up the chest and bring it all forward. Great job. Take the front foot, send it back to plank. Nice strong stance in our plank today. And when you're ready, chaturanga your version. Exhaling to come down. Keep the elbows in. Inhale on the up dog. And we'll all meet in downward facing dog. If you'd like to pedal it out a little in this first down dog, go for it. Lifting one heel while you're planting the other and switching. When you're ready, planting both heels to the ground. Inhale, send the left leg up high to the sky. Exhale, squeeze that knee into the chest, shift forward, flex through the front foot, step it through in between the hands. Drop the back knee, uncurl the toes. Inhale, come up to low lunge. Both arms up high. Energy in the legs, actively scissoring those thighs together. Exhale, bring both arms down. Shift the hips back, Straighten through the front leg, flex the front foot. Hips like headlights towards the front of the mat. Plant the right palm into the ground. Inhale, lift up the left arm up high to the sky without shifting the hips too much. Exhale, bring that hand back down. And then place a bend back into that front knee. Send the ankle to sweep it behind you so that now your back foot is facing the left side of your mat. Inhale to come up to what I'm calling the low warrior two. Straighten through the front leg. Face your toes towards the right side of your mat. Left hand comes to your thigh or knee, and inhale, sweep the right arm up overhead. One of my favorite side body stretches. Exhale to bring that right palm to the ground, and inhale to sweep the left down and around, open the chest, and exhale to sweep it back down. Slowly walk both hands up towards the front, shifting your leg and your foot, everything to face the front again. Curl the back toes under, lift up the back knee, and straighten through the front leg. If you flex the foot or lifted those toes on the other side, you can try it again here. Try to give yourself a lot of space in the spine to breathe in these postures. And then lower the toes back to the ground. Find a little rock in your runner's lunge and then step the back foot to the outside of your left or the front foot. Crawl the fingertips towards the left side. Deepen your breath. And then crawl the fingertips towards the right side. And back to center. Inhale to slowly roll up one vertebrae at a time, up to standing. Bring both hands in front of you in this little 90-degree angle position. Lower the left arm to come underneath the right, backs of the hands touching, and send the elbows up just a little bit. Getting some really good shoulder stretches in this flow today. Tilt the torso forward so that the spine is parallel to the ceiling. And then lift up the right foot and right leg to come to warrior three. Strong left leg here. Try to keep the hips as stable as possible. Core engaged. And then place a bend in that front knee, lowering with control, guys, to drop that back foot. Come onto the ball mound. High lunge, lift up the elbows. Keeping these hands. Inhale, and then exhale, release. Sending both hands to either side of you, palms facing out. And on another exhale, come back down. Plant both palms, step the left foot back, coming to plank. Shift forward, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. And exhale, meeting knee in downward facing dog. Not getting lazy in any posture. Keep your arms active, ears in line with biceps. Chest actively pressing towards the thighs. Inhale, lift up the right leg. Exhale, squeeze the knee into the chest. Step it right in between the hands. Stay on the ball mound of the back foot, knee lifted. Inhale, rise up to a high lunge, right where we kind of were before. And exhale, drop the hands to the mat. Straighten through the front leg, flex or lift up those toes if you did before. Drop those toes towards the ground. From here, pivot on the back foot so that you're lining your feet heel to back arch alignment. Keep that front leg straightened, and then just move your right fingertips to the inside of your foot. Inhale, send the left arm up right above you, stacking the shoulders, stacking the arms. And if you need to lift up, give yourself a little more space and come onto your shin, do so as well, while not keeping all of your weight onto your shin. Really use your core today. Inhale, slowly reverse your triangle, sending the right fingertips up overhead. Exhale, bend into the front knee and bring both arms to warrior two. Again, palms in line with the shoulders, face down. Look forward. And then slowly bring both hands to the ground in front of you. Bring that back foot back to face the front, coming onto the ball mound of it, in a runner's lunge here. And once you have your footing, bring both hands to prayer at the heart and lift the back foot up to a warrior three. Now place a bend in the back knee, keep the toes pointed. Lift up the torso just a little bit, you got it, and see if you can reach back with that right arm to grab your ankle. We're gonna shoot for a reverse dancer today. Lift the front arm forward, kick back into the back hand, then gently release. Bring that knee into the chest, left knee into the chest. Give it a little hug, some love, and then cross it over the right. Bring both arms in front of you at a 90-degree angle, and then bring the right arm underneath the left. You can keep the backs of the hands facing each other or wrapped fully around for eagle. Lift up the elbows a little, sink the hips down just a tad, and then release everything. Give it all a shake. Inhale, both hands up to the sky, palms touch. Exhale, float everything down to the ground. Plant both palms, step it back, chaturanga, your version. And I'll meet you in downward facing dog. Once you're here, take a big deep breath. Inhale and exhale, side out. Inhale, send the left leg up high to the sky. Exhale, squeeze that knee into the chest, shift it forward. Flex the front foot and step it through. Inhale, send both arms up to a high lunge. And exhale, float the arms both back down. Straighten through the front leg. Flex the front foot. Lift the toes. Exhale, bring the toes back down. Pivot on the back foot so that you're lining it up, front heel to back arch alignment, keeping the front leg straight, Bring the left fingertips to the inside of that foot. And then inhale, send the right fingertips up overhead. Either staying here or bringing those fingertips to your shin if you need a little bit more space. On an inhale, lift the torso up, reverse your triangle, sending left fingertips up overhead. And exhale, place a bend in the front knee, warrior two. Look forward. Come down, back to the ground, shifting the back foot to come onto the ball mount. Runner's lunge. Once you have your footing, place both hands at prayer at the heart. Shift into a warrior three. Lift up the back foot and the back leg. Place a bend in the knee. You know what's coming. Lift up the torso a little bit, point the toes. Send the left hand to reach for that ankle. There we go. And once you have it, kick back into that hand. Lift the right arm in front of you. Lift, lift, lift. And then slowly release. Send the right knee to the chest. Ooh. You lose your footing, that's okay. Just come back. And then wrap that right leg around the left. Let's come to our eagle. Send both arms out in front of you, 90-degree angle. Left arm comes underneath the right. Either backs of the hands together or wrap it fully around. Lift up the elbows a little bit, sink down. And then release everything. Shake it out once more. From here, take both hands behind you, interlace the fingers, open up the chest. Inhale. And on an exhale, place a little bend in the knees, slowly fold forward. And if you're a hyperextender in the elbows like I am, place a little bend in those elbows as well. Slowly uninterlace and mindfully bring both hands to the ground. Forward fold. Place a bend in the knees, sink the hips down. Come to sit down on your mat. Coming to about the middle of your mat, lean the torso back. Send out both shins to become parallel with the floor. And if you want to, bringing both hands to either side of you. Option to stay here. Or if you want to have some fun, straighten the right leg, point the toes, send it back down to be parallel with the floor, straighten the left leg, send it back down. If you really want to challenge yourself today, try straightening both. Give it a shot. Holding for 3, 2, 1. Come back down. And if you find a little shake, then you know you're doing it right. Screw the hips forward just a tad. Slowly roll down onto your back. Woohoo, we made it to the bottom. Cross the left leg over the right, and then lift the right foot off the ground. Now, send your right foot to your left side, and see if you can grab a hold of both feet. But don't pull on your feet, just grab them. Almost like a upside down cow face pose. Breathe here. Gently release. Keep the legs crossed, but send the legs to touch each other. And then shift to the right side. So using your right hand to guide both legs to the right side. Left arm can come to the other side of you, palm face up. You can look up towards the ceiling. Start to really let yourself relax. Slowly bring both legs up, uncross, coming back to center, reset. And then lift the right knee, cross that leg over the left. Bring both knees up into the chest, lifting up that left foot, and then see if you can grab a hold of the outside of both of your feet. Again, just grabbing a hold of it should be enough. No need to pull your feet towards you. And then gently release both feet. Send both legs to touch, keeping them crossed. And then just use your left hand to guide both legs to the left side. Right arm comes palm face up to the right side, and you can look up. If you even want to close the eyes, go for it. Slowly bring both knees back up, uncross. Bring both knees into the chest one more time, not crossed this time though. Give them a squeeze. And then send one leg out and the other to either corner of your mat. Both palms come face up to either side of you. Going to leave you here in Shavasana. I hope that you had a really fun time with this flow. It's kind of challenging flow. Take as much time as you need in Shavasana today, and I hope that you have a good one. I'll see you again soon, and namaste.